So you all board the ship, and luckily Bluefin has been getting a little bit better steering the ship. And you all set sail for Utner, which is supposedly the largest city left that we've heard about in Thetadolyon left. So you all go flying. It takes about 7 or so hours to get there. You come flying across, and there's some rivers and a few light woods, but then the light woods turn into grasslands, tons and tons of grasslands, and you think you're close to the city because you see a large spire and a few walls in the distance. But as you come closer, you realize that you are not close. It's just this city is massive, like in these grasslands. It's sort of hard to tell the size of it, but as you get closer and closer, it is easy to count that you see 7 walls, each one higher than the next, with this massive spire that looks like it reaches up almost into the clouds. Bluefin informs you that he must sit down outside the city, but looking at the notes of the previous captain, and says that this is where he said it was safe to sit it. And the 3 of you all depart, and you've basically been given 12 hours to find a cleric. Surprisingly, Bluefin reminds you though that you all said yourself that Novice will be opening up a portal to take Dawn and Bulwark back. Not Bulwark, sorry, Bozak back. So it'd be a good idea to wrap this up before 12 hours, and so they can make it back to the to where the portal's going to open back at Inilio, the above the city. So that gives you about 10 hours to be able to make it back. 12 hours to actually complete your task. Okay? So, I need someone to roll a d10. Since it's technically Whitney's Maeves quest, we'll have her roll the d10.
I got a 7.
A 7. Okay. So you all make it in foot, hurry through the gates. The first gate is a massive gate. It takes you a little while to get through the massive gate, and you get inside the first ring. And there in the first ring, you just discover they're just merchants, and mostly some common folk. There are a few healers, but they're mostly just sort of priests and little things like that on the low end. You ask around, and they tell you that what you seek is mostly in the religious district on the third level. So you make your way through the best you can in checkpoints, but by the time that you make it to the third level, which is vastly different than the other 2 levels, there is a lot of shrubbery, there are a lot of plants, there's a lot of one with nature, and there are lots and lots of religions here, and spiritual power from nature to celestial to other. The presences are many different presences, It is taking you 7 hours to get this far. You have 3 hours to go until the deadline passes to get on the ship. To get on the ship, and then you've got 5 hours before the souls and bodies are sort of lost to you all. So and since we actually have several intelligent creatures through here, especially Maeves, she knows that you still got to get back to the airship. So you need to be back at the airship in 3 hours for her companions to make it back to wherever they're going. So, and that's where we are. We will pick up here in a second.